Hey, what's up guys? We're playing some more Minecraft. We've got a lot of fun things planned for today, so let's get started. Okay everybody, so last episode I told you guys all about the farms that I wanted to build, and we are going to build a few of those along with some other side projects that I wanted to get done. So, first thing we're going to do right off the bat, we are going to start with one of the farms, the villager farm. So last episode I told you guys that I have the nano farm and I have, big manual farms, but I want specifically villager farms for carrots, potatoes, wheat, and beetroot. So let me quickly go into redstone world, just show you guys a simple concept, and then we'll build them. Okay guys, so we're here in a redstone world. The concept of these villager farms is actually incredibly simple. So basically all it is two villagers throwing stuff to each other. So we have one area where this villager can farm, and basically, yeah, he becomes a farmer, he does his farming, and then a little bit on the other side, I'm gonna go ahead and just have like a little thing with some hopper minecarts, and then the other villager is going to be right here. So when that guy that is currently running away, when he's done with all the farming, he'll come over here, he'll throw stuff to this guy, and I'll intercept it in the meanwhile, and it's literally as easy as that. Okay, so we're back. And like I said, I want to do it for carrots, potatoes, wheat, and beetroot, and I want to have 4 layers for every single one. I wanted to start with 2. Where did this guy come from? But I think I'm actually going to do 4. So let's just go ahead and do it, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like.
Close your eyes, see paradise. Won't change your mind. Can't shake the lights. I'll take the chance and roll the dice. I want it all just for the night. I live it out like I'll never die. I lose my head in the starry skies. Can't change it down. I feel so alive. Back down, only one way out. I let you run my life. Now you won't get me down. Untamed, guess I lost my mind. You turned me inside out. No one can stop me now. So turn up the light. Turn up the light. This is what I waited for. 'Cause the clock keeps ticking, hard for me to keep up. I can't take it no more. 'Cause the time keeps turning, feels just like it speeds up. It's what I waited for. Close your eyes, seek paradise. Won't change your mind. Can't shake the light. I'll take the chance and roll the dice. Just wanna feel the stars surround. The atmosphere never to come down. I'll stand alone, whether right or wrong. It takes me home, right where I belong. Back down, only one way out. I let you run my life. Now you won't get me down. Untamed, guess I lost my mind. You turned me inside out. No one can stop me now. So turn up the light.
Alright guys, I'm just here sleeping in my bed, and the project is done. So let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Come around here, and yes, there they are. So you guys saw a small preview last episode, but I don't know if I fully finished it by then. But yep, so like you can see, there is 4 layers for every single farm, and they are color coordinated. So obviously orange is for carrot, I've got yellow for wheat, I've got green for potatoes, and then I've got red for beetroot. So the beetroot and the carrot make a lot of sense. I think the yellow makes sense. The only one that kind of doesn't is the potatoes, but green was just the leftover color, so I thought that was good. As far as like the decoration, okay, not gonna lie, this is not my proudest build. I think I might put buildings around them because they don't look very polished. And let me just quickly turn down that volume. They don't look polished, and I actually don't like that. So maybe I'll have to redo it. Maybe in the next episode I'll redo the decorations, but the farm itself is literally just like how I said. So you've got a farming area, which is like you know, I forgot, like 8, 9, 7 in this direction, in every direction. I've got water on carpets in all of the corners, just so all of the plants get hydrated. I've got a working station for that guy, along with a bed and water in the middle, and then obviously glowstone. And then I've got the guy over here with his own little table. And like I said, he just stands over here, and I have 2 hopper minecarts. So whenever this guy throws something to this guy, it gets caught, and it moves to my mass storage system. And obviously I'll go ahead and show you guys that too. I'll go down here. I think I showed you guys this last episode, but I built all of these new modules here, and we could see that I've been playing on my world, and while I've been playing, the villagers have actually been hard at work, you know, making me the produce. So the wheat one's a little bit slow because it technically doesn't produce wheat, it produces the bread. But yeah, there's the potatoes, and then lastly we've got the beets here. So yep, they have been producing, and what's nice is these farms are right next to my home, so they're almost constantly loaded, which, you know, this isn't something that I need like very badly, but it's nice to have these loaded. That means I'm always kind of producing. Okay guys, so now that we've got the villager farm done, we can kind of do a couple other things. This is something that I've been excited about, right? The armor showcase, because I have made myself a new design. So let me just quickly show you guys what I had before. If you guys remember, in my old base I actually had a little armor setup of my own, and let me go ahead and show you guys. So all of you guys know this. If you've been watching for a while, you know this is where I kept my armor, and I took the armor out obviously because I'm at a new base now. But this one was pretty simple, and I was, you know, I built this myself, and I was kind of proud of it. Basically, this lever brings the stands up and down, and this is just the gold cover for it, right? So it's a pretty simple design, but the thing that I did not like about this design was, obviously, there's 2 separate levers, and I don't like that, because if I mess it up accidentally, like let's just say I have my stands there, and I press this, all of a sudden my entire farm is messed up, and these armor stands are out of place. So what I want to do is I want to put another one of these in my new base, but I'm going to completely rework the redstone to where this is all one lever. So one lever brings it up, takes away the gold cover, and when I flick it back, the gold cover, you know, so all of it in one turn. So once again, let's head over to my redstone world, because I actually designed one myself, and then I'll build it in the actual world. Okay, back to the redstone world once again, and I know this is like very half finished and it doesn't look done, but this is actually a working version of my farm. So you can see here that if I flick this, that goes away and the armor comes up, and if I flick this back, that goes down and shoots it in the cover. I'm not good at talking, by the way, right now. What time is it? It's like 11 for me. I just played Apex Legends all day, and I'm like, hey, let me go record some Minecraft. But yeah, so excuse my English, I guess. But yeah, you could see it is fully working. I flick this, armor comes up. I flick this, the armor goes down. They don't mess up. It's a perfect system. You can actually see a little armor feet down there. But I guess let me explain to you guys how this works. Like I said, I'm a little older now. I'm a little bit better with redstone. I still think this redstone is super primitive. Look, I'm not a mumbo jumbo, all right? But it's something that I built myself. So it's a simple concept. I basically need 2 different timings, right? I need one where the gold cover comes off first, and then the armor goes up. And then for the second timing, I need the armor to go down first, and then the gold cover second. So basically, between, let's just say, a lever on and off is 1 and 2. So for 1, I need 1 to be faster, and then for 2, I need the other one to be faster. And that's not really as complicated as you might think it is. So I'm gonna have a really hard time kind of explaining this because I don't know how to put it into words. But basically you could see here that this is 1 and 2. So one of these is a lot longer than the other one, meaning this one is always gonna pop up second. So this one's faster and then this one's gonna pop up. But how I made the solution to this is I added a second module here to bring a block down right here. So really the reason this entire setup exists is you can see when this goes out, this actual pulse takes a little while to come up, right? Because I need this one to be second. But when I retract it, this needs to be short because this gold cover this time needs to actually come first. So how I fixed this was, obviously if I pull this lever and this redstone block goes away, it still needs a long time to get there because this is going to shut off, then this is going to shut off, then this is going to shut off. But having a second pulse here, this will actually deactivate the redstone basically right away, making the gold cover first instead of second like it would be in the other position. So now I know, oh, and I guess the redstone over here is, I really should probably show this off. I'm like fascinated by this little circuit here, but obviously how the armor comes up is through a simple double piston extender. So you could see it here. It's just 2 pistons, a couple of repeaters, redstone torch, and it's just tiled over and over again. Just a simple double piston extender. And then the gold covers are not simple. You just have 2 pistons with a little bit of redstone coming in here, so it activates both. It's not that simple. So yep, just the gold cover, some double piston extenders, and then just a little I don't know what the technical term for this type of clock is. It's not like it's not a flip-flop, but it's, you know, it's just basically where the timings switch whether they're on or off. So alright everybody, so the project is done. Also I just literally spit everywhere. Okay, let me show you guys what it looks like, and not gonna lie, I'm a little proud of myself here. So if we go right next to, you know, my little to-do list and my little kits. Oh, also I redid a lot of the base, but that's gonna come in another sign, so just ignore all that. This is the new armor showcase. Like I said, it's in the shape of a U. I've got the gold covers on right now, and you can see I've just got 1 lever. I don't need 2 levers, and I don't need signs to tell me what does what. It's just a single lever, and how amazing is that? So if I flick this, you could see all of the armor comes up, and there is all of my armor. And I had to make a couple more, but again, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Right now I just want to focus on the actual redstone itself, and when I flick it on its own, it just goes back down and the cover comes up. So I'll show you guys that one more time. Bang, bang, they come up, and then once I want to hide them, they come back down and the gold cover comes up. So basically just like how I did it in my redstone world, there is a pretty big differences. The only difference is that in this one the pulses are so long that a lot of the timings needed to get fixed. Like in the redstone one, you saw that all of them came up and down at the exact same moment. With this one, that's not possible just because the timings are, you know, the timings are off because of the distances that the redstone actually needs to travel. But let me go ahead and go to spectator mode, and I can kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. So how this lever works, it just shoots a signal down here. It shoots this block down into here, and this is the exact same circuit from the redstone world. So it's just 2 lines. One of them is longer than the other, and I've got here, I've got the redstone running through here to prematurely stop it on the other end. So, you know, the actual timings of the 1 and 2 are different. I've got this redstone line running through over here, getting all the double piston extenders. But I've actually also got another redstone line coming through here, and this is for the gold covers. Again, I'm doing a pretty poor job of explaining it, but I guess I'll just fly around in spectator mode. So this is all of the gold covers here. That is all the redstone. And I left it exposed just so I could show you guys. And then if you go down here, obviously these are all of the double piston extenders. But also, I've been showing you guys all the redstone this entire time, but you could actually, I should also talk about the build itself. So I used the gold covers just like last time, just because I like gold covers, but then I have these little designs around it made out of quartz, some dragon heads above it, and these little end rods look really, really good in between them. It gives them like a slight Star Trek type of look, which I really like. And then I also had some spare armor in the basement. How I fixed that solution was I just put some white shulker chests right next to it, and this is where I keep my overstock armor. So the other thing that I mentioned earlier, I did have to grab some more armor sets. I had most of these from the basement, but I needed these two are both new there, and then that one there is also new. So I had to use like 9 more netherite to make it, because I had to get the whole set, you know. So I did have to use a bit more netherite to make the last couple suits of armor, but hey, they are made, and hopefully I won't need to make any more, as long as I don't die. You know, if I die, I'll just take another suit. Obviously, that's what they're there for, and, you know, replace it with diamond for now. Okay, guys, so we did the two big projects, the villager farm and the new armor showcase. Now we've got a lot of smaller things to do, so let's get started. So I want to make a new tank for axolotl breeding. I didn't mention this in a video, but you guys know that we have this axolotl enclosure here. Well, I had like 9 axolotls in here, and all of them died. And then I put like 9 more, and then all of those died, minus a single pink one. So I don't know what's going on. They're dying in my showcase, and I don't know why that's happening. So if you guys happen to know why that's happening, feel free to tell me. They're not. Are they suffocating on these blocks? I don't know what's going on. But basically, then to keep this place stocked, I need an axolotl breeding area. So I very quickly just built a very crude one right here. So you can see it's just a little shallow pool. It's too high, just enough for some axolotls, and it's right next to the enclosure just to make it easy, because I needed to put something in this area and I didn't know what to put there. So I thought, you know what, let's just stick a boring old little pool here with some axolotls, and this is the area where I'll be coming up with these you know, buckets of tropical fish. I have a bunch here that I actually went to collect in an ocean. But yeah, whenever I want to breed them, I'll just grab some of those and breed them up, and then I'll stick them from there into the actual enclosure. So that's just something that I built. I thought, you know, it's very small, but it's something that I should probably tell you guys about. Let's see, what else do we got? So we got new roads, yes. So this is another thing that I kind of did off camera. Obviously, you guys know we're expanding into some new areas and building a lot more farms. Well, just like everything else is connected with the roads in my world, I wanted to have those connected. So let me just fly really high, because this would probably be the best way to show you the new roads. If we come here, I extended, if you guys know, the road kind of stopped there. I extended it to go through all the way over there, and then these are the new farms. So I just built the road around the new farms, and then these are new too. I had the road coming from out of the squid farm up there, going over there, and then I actually had it going this way, and it's going to go around. Ooh, there's mobs up here. That's not good. I have them going all the way around this building, now connecting up to here. So this main road is here, but all of this, and this, even this road right here is new too. All of those roads are all new. And then when we start building more farms back there, I'm going to be taking this road right here and probably expanding it into that area and kind of branching off. The main thing I want to keep with this road is I want to build things and then expand the road to the build. I don't want to build the road and build around the road, you know? So like these just kind of got placed in, and then I built the road to reach them. That's like something fundamental in my world, that I want to build wherever I want, and then the road will reach that place, you know? Okay, so we got the new breeding, the new roads. So yes, this is very important. I did some base work. You guys have already seen a lot of this work, but I think I should probably show it off. There's a lot of redesigns going around. So I'm back in spectator mode. Just again, I know probably a lot of you guys are bothered by it, but I just think it's the easiest way to show things off. So there's been a lot of small retouches. Like you guys know, I used to have some basalt. That's the block, basalt. I used to have some basalt lining one of these. Well, I decided, what am I doing? I got to keep everything uniform. So I went ahead and added 2 more blocks into the height. So, you know, I have this little square shape, and then I copied it over to both, so they both look the same. Then I added a little corridor going in here. So this little spot will serve as, you know, a next little project we want to do. But I think this is really, really nice that I have the XP or the tool fixer right here. And then these two are both matching, so they don't look weird, because before they were mismatched. I don't know why I did that. But then I have a little entrance right here, which is pretty handy into this cute little area. And then obviously I have my entire armor place over here, and really the armor is what spurred these little changes. And then what I also did is I added some black carpets on top of a lot of these surfaces because a lot of mobs are spawning. But yeah, even you can see this basically here is all new, pretty redesigned. And then again, I went with the black carpets and put them up there. And then I have some pretty big redesigns on the other part of the base, on this and on the glowstone half. You could see that this is all new here. You guys remember that when this update came out, I made this little like memorial area. So anytime something big happens in the world, we're gonna have a little memorial. Well, I'm gonna build more of those for every single update. So I thought, you know what, let me go ahead and just build those now, so you know it's not a surprise when they come along. So I have a couple more cubicles, so whenever big things happen in this world, you know, this is where I'll be building them. So you can see this is dated June 8th. Well, whenever the next one will come, I'll, you know, sign it. So I just built these small areas in preparation for that. And of course, because of the whole redesign, I ended up redesigning where my head wall is. So before it used to be just kind of sticking out in the middle, I went ahead and just connected it to my little pipe downstairs. And once again, I made it a couple blocks taller, organized it a little bit. I've got a lot more heads to put on here, but I think overall, just there's been a lot of small changes. Even this. So this is, I put like a little weird roof over here just to kind of make everything mesh a lot better. And even over here, if we go, now we have this little spot that we'll be able to do something with. And again, more black carpets. And this is like my favorite little area of my base. Don't tell anyone. I've got like a little secret pocket over here that I can maybe do something with if I want. I don't know what I would put here, but I just think this little pocket is like super cute for some reason. I like hidden places in my base. I don't know why. I just love hidden places. Like even like over here, I like, if we go right here, we've got this like little area where, you know, no one's ever gonna touch or see, but I just like them. Okay, so more base work, time capsule area. That was what I showed you with those little new cubicles. So let's move on. We've got new basement holes. So you guys know that the way I access my basement is usually through right here. So this takes me directly to the basement. Then I built a hole over here, I think quite a little while ago, so I have access to this corner over here. And then the other main hole is this big, large main original hole that I built, you know, when I first started doing basically the whole project. Well, the two corners that were neglected were this corner and that corner.
drive home to you, baby. I'm faded. All I wanna do is take you downtown, baby. I'm wasted. All I wanna do is drive home to you, baby. I'm faded. All I wanna do is take you downtown, baby.
So what I decided to do is build the two new holes to access the basement. I built one right here, so this will help me connect to this corner, and then on a little bit further over here, this is a very large and weird shaped hole, but I thought right in this little area there was nothing that I could put except some like benches, so I said, you know what, let's go ahead and make it just one giant hole, and this helps me get to these farms right here. So now officially I have a hole over there, I have a hole there, I have a hole here, and I have a hole there. So every single corner is covered. The only other place I could put a hole is maybe right in the middle, but honestly I don't really see a need for that. But yeah, like I said, more quality, ease of life, ease of play. You know, like I said, I'm using this hole right now. You know, I'm gonna get out and I want to go to my base, so they're very useful. Okay, guys, and I think this is going to be our last project of the day, and probably, ironically, our biggest one, but also our most simplest one. So you guys know that in the new update they introduced powdered snow. The easiest way to get this is to put a cauldron in a snowy area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to somewhere cold and I'm just gonna lay out thousands and thousands of cauldrons, and that'll be our powdered snow area.
Think I can fly when I'm with you. My arms are wide, catching fire as the wind blows. I know that I'm rich enough for pride. I see $1 billion in your eyes. Even if we're strangers till we die. I wanna run away. I wanna run away. Anywhere out this place. I wanna run away. Just you and I wanna run, chase the morning sun when I'm with you. Give it all away, catching fire as the wind blows. I don't matter rich enough for pride. I see you.
So I went ahead and I made probably, in my mind, a couple million cauldrons. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering, okay, well, you made the cauldrons, now where is the farm itself? So let me go ahead and show you. I built a road to the farm itself so we can very easily find it. So if we take this road out of our base, you guys know this is the road to my guardian farm, but the closest snowy place was actually on the way to the guardian farm. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and connect the road. So this is going down this road, it'll pop up any moment now. Yep, so you can see my little offshoot area, so that was the guardian farm, but if we go this way, we can go ahead and head to my little snow area. You can see that this is the closest snow area right here. It's surprisingly not that far. I thought it was going to be very, very far away, but that's actually not the case here. We've got a little village, and just in any moment, bang, the cauldrons will come into view. I think I don't know when I showed the time lapse. I don't know if I want to show it now or before. When I'm editing Frohzen, we'll figure that out. But yeah. Now you guys might look at all these cauldrons. It has snowed already just a tiny bit, so you could see a lot of these filled. So if we come around, we just grab some buckets. So like that one's ready to grab, and we just kind of come around and grab them. But let me give you guys like aerial view of the place. It's pretty large, and let me even, let me up my render distance, and let me go ahead and just pause it. I'm gonna let that render for a little bit just to kind of show you guys, like, it's pretty massive. Let me go up in the air a bunch just to show you guys how big it actually is. Let me start gliding. Like this is the biome. Look how that is massive. This is a lot of cauldrons, but just to prove it to you guys, let me quickly do the math. Okay, so it's 158 by 184. So 184 times 158. That is 20. I literally said a couple million, but it's actually 29,000 cauldrons. It's just a little above 29,000 cauldrons. And if we do it by stacks, that is 454 stacks. Now, how many double chests? So a double chest holds, let's see, 27, what is it, 54 stacks? So let's just say a double chest holds 54 stacks. That is 8.5 double chests filled with cauldrons. And again, each cauldron is made out of 5 iron ingots. So, yeah, that's a lot. Oh, now when I'm zooming out, it maybe doesn't look that large, but I guess you could compare it to that village over there. But either way, this definitely looks super sick. So yeah, I know there's powdered snow farms with redstone, and I might end up building one of those, but just as a start, I just wanted to build a giant area with some cauldrons, basically as simple as you can make it. Okay, everybody, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end off the episode here. A lot of work today. There was, most of the farms that I built, they weren't super complicated this time around, but, they took quite a little while. And then, of course, all the little projects sprinkled in here and there. But I had a lot of fun. I think, we're slowly improving our base, making everything look a lot smoother and nicer, updating things like our armor showcase that were a little bad before. I think everything is shaping along, and, I'm just loving the game. But, guys, if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys later. God bless, and goodbye.